Yeah. Now you know what it is. It's your boy Focus King. We are right back as Buddha Squared. Just talk with us. We are here with Mr. Dynasty, Lucas. And you know what it is. I'm here with my boys, Tribulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, before anything, I would just like to say this is the first guy to have this background. So that means this podcast will be splendid today, will be excellent. And another thing, shout out to Arthur Mahlangu for having us this drawing, this nice on the canvas. We're just having a good time. Vandaag, we are having our guest here, Mr. Dynasty. How's it, my bro?
I'm good, thanks in you, brother.
I'm awesome, man. It's been great, my G.
Yeah, and it's been decades, since we took apart, my man. Life got us busy.
Yeah,
but other than that, Alice has been rare, my G. I can't complain.
Yeah, Alice has been rare, my G. Yeah, man, it's nice to have you. It's nice to have you on the podcast.
It's a pleasure.
Remember, we used to talk, but then we don't get that time to bond, to relax.
Yeah, that's right.
I understand. Right. But yeah, today I'm having you as a guest, so that means I'll be interviewing you and having a conversation. It's just talk with us. It's not a podcast. It's not anything. We're just here to learn from you. And then we're just here to teach us.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. Spuda.
Yeah.
Stiko Anita.
I'm fresh.
Namuhla ngiphathele belungu.
Yazi.
Ungatatazeli.
Uyangithatha uyangibeka.
Yeah, zizinto. So no problem, my G. So how have you been, my bro? How's the industry having you?
Well, personally, me, I've been good.
Yeah,
personally, I've been good. With the industry, I've been hanging.
Yeah.
The industry is not always good, but when it blesses, it blesses.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it pours, bro. Heavy drops, alles. But the industry, it's not always simple. You know that. We try, we fall, wake up, dust ourselves, and get going the next day.
Yeah.
So,
Can I come in? When you say industry, what are you? What industry are you in?
Well, it has to be one thing that I'm excelling at. It has to be about modeling. It has to be about music.
Yeah.
Art. Let's say art. Actually,
yeah.
Art, it's everything.
Yeah.
Because I was like, hey man, there are a lot of things that you can leave behind.
Yeah, let's just say art.
Writing.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, a lot of things. Musician, composer, you can just name them, but it's art in general. This guy is blessed, man. It's blessed, man. But I see these days you've been big on modeling.
Well, modeling is one thing that's it's actually my main focus. It's something that I loved growing up. I loved doing. The dressing speak for itself.
Yeah.
So one way or the other I had to get in. So when it comes to other stuff, it's something that I felt right when doing them. When you grow a passion for something that it's new to you, you want something to challenge you. The older things you don't feel like they usually challenging you anymore. So you have to try something new that will give you a challenge, that will like break your mind a little bit to go extra mile with your work. So that's what happened.
Out of your comfort zone.
Out of my comfort zone. So I needed something that will change me out of my comfort zone, because doing modeling, I felt like, okay, sharp, it's modeling, it's me. Everybody knows me. He's a model, he's good, he's doing good, he's good looking and stuff like that. But as it challenging me it is nowadays, it wasn't. So I had to find something that will keep my mind going, get me in the business, Yeah.
Okay, first and foremost, before we can even go anywhere, how do you manage, bruh, being an actor, being a writer, being a musician, being a modeler, and just being you, bruh? How do you manage that?
Well, I wouldn't say it's easy.
Yeah.
The management of everything that I do, it's not really simple, you feel me? So one way or the other, something has to go down for something to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why lately you guys have been noticed I'm no longer too much in music distribution, So the only thing that I'm doing it behind closed doors. Do my beats recording and then shove them in a save file for whenever I feel like this has to go, I'm dropping. So I'm doing something that's on the radar. So me focusing on modeling it goes a long way with the acting. So it's on the same road. So whenever I'm taking the different road, it's when I'll be doing music, I'll be doing script writing. So the script writing, it really doesn't have time management. Whenever I feel like, okay, sharp, my storyline is coming all together, I have to go to a desktop, put something on the line, keep writing, keep drafting. You know, so the only thing that I'm managing, it's modeling and acting at the same time. You feel me?
Correct.
So yeah, whenever I have casting, it's part of modeling. I'm going. You know, so that's why I had to cut one to balance the equation, because me doing music, me going to perform, me going to do a fashion show, casting, like things didn't balance really, you feel me? So I had to disappoint one to get another. So on my radar, I decided to just drop down music a little bit, because like there's too many of us, my G. There's too many of us. We can't all go in the same road fighting each other. So let's just let a few niggas breathe, and then when we come back, we're coming into a high. We'll be like, okay, guys, we gave you guys a chance. You failed.
Yeah.
Now it's your
Let
time.
us guys show you how.
OG movement.
You
OG
feel me?
movement.
Yeah, so that's what I do, you know. So now I'm just doing beats, recording whenever I get a chance. I'm taking features, whoever wants the feature, drop a bar, drop a verse, drop a hook, a bridge, and then I'm done. I don't perform. I don't do anything. The only thing that I'm doing is attending fashion shows, photo shoots, you know, so that's what I do.
Okay, so you're doing that on your own. You don't have anyone who's as a manager
Well,
pushing you.
I am my own manager. I don't but I do have an agent, but there's terms that we're working on with them with an agent. Nobody owns me, I own myself. So if I'm not happy with something, I'm not happy. Nobody will tell me
Drop
anything.
it down.
Yeah. So if the agent comes and say, hey, yo, D, this is what's happening, you have to do this. And if I feel like it's not fair for me, it's not fair. I will take it. Remember, at the end of the day, it's business. When I do it, either I like it or not, and I'm not feeling comfortable, they benefit. I also benefit, but sometimes I had to look at what I'm putting myself into. I can't be putting myself into something that at the end of the day I'm going to regret.
Don't want to look back in the long run and regret.
That's my point, you feel me? So I'm doing something that's going to benefit me and benefit the business at most. So whenever that I do, I have to feel comfortable with everything that I do. So that's the real thing that I do. Nothing much, nothing less.
So last time we were talking, and you were feeling like, I don't know, you had your own thing. You asked me about why people call you king.
Yeah, bro.
You firstly let me just give you my own perspective, right?
Yeah.
Because me answering you there, I thought maybe something's personal. When you ask someone, why are you calling me this? You think maybe it's that title, man, it provokes something. But you know, when you're in a game or industry, and there are people who are doing their own thing, like for the longest time without even like going down or decide otherwise. You understand? You respect those people, because what they do, that means it's in them. They do what they love and they do it for them. You understand? So if there's gonna be someone who's in the game now and then just decides that they just want to leave everything, that means that thing is not in them. And if they wake up again tomorrow and say, nah man, let me go back, that means they are a king, because they are living what they want to. Understand? So it's purpose based, man. They've been seeing you, and they're seeing the growth. They are seeing that you do what you love every day. You understand? This thing chooses you at the end of the day. You don't choose it.
King movement.
Yeah, bro, because like really, I didn't understand. Like everywhere I go, whenever like I meet someone for the first time, like the first thing they'll be doing, like, hey, yo, King, what's up? I'll be like, I'm going, man, G. So in the long run, I started asking myself, like, what is it that I have that other niggas don't have? You feel me? So why do people call me King? So that's why I came to you and say, brah, like, why do you usually call me King? Like, what's the meaning behind it? And you're not the only one that asked. So there's a friend of mine I've known for some time. We have not been working together. Ask her why she's calling me King. So what she says is that, cause you own your crown. Your journey is amazing. You never gave up on your career since I knew you. And for that, I'm proud of you. So that's when I started to realize that, okay, Sharp, I've been doing modeling for so long. Somewhere, somehow, I felt like it's difficult, you know. I can't do this because of what people were saying, how people used to mock me. I felt like the industry is not for me. But somehow, I came to tell myself that, man, this is your own path. They're running their own path, you feel me? So nobody's telling them a thing about their path. At the end of the day, they're focusing on them. So let me just let go of what people say, because people always talk.
Always.
So let me just do my thing and then see what happens in the long run. Well, what happened in the long run is that everybody's coming back to me.
You end your stripes.
They want the plug.
Yeah.
Everybody was been mocking me back then. They're coming back to me. They want the plug. How did you do it? Modeling is good. You want to do it. And I do plug them. The thing is that I can't hold your hand and say, you have to go here. You have to go through the same road that I go. Starting afresh, building your own self. It does
learn, fall.
Yeah, you have to learn. Like for me,
because if you can spoon feed someone, they won't just respect it the way you respect it, and you are the one who's gonna get hurt.
Exactly.
Because I've opened you a way, and now you're just playing, and you can't control people.
You feel me?
If they're playing with that opportunity, you have to let them play.
Exactly.
But if you just give them. If you show them direction and say, this is the way, it's up to them. If they go, they stop, they walk, they crawl, or they do whatever that they like.
Yeah, well, there's too many of them who came back to me, right? Especially back in high school.
These are yours.
Yeah.
Back in high school, like, my days weren't that good, you feel me? So a lot of people made me doubt myself, you know, with everything that I was doing. But I came to realize that, like, if I'm doubting myself, it ain't gonna be a good thing, because there is one thing that I love. This is definitely my career. This is gonna be put food on the table at the end of the day. So if I invest this as much as I can, I'm gonna make a living out of it.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to just let go of everything that they were saying.
But
today,
for how long?
Well, how long?
Because I think it has been like forever, man. They've been mocking you. Like for how long? How do you now like function having that side of yours that it's been mocked? How do you deal with those people who are mocking you, who mocked you?
Well, bro, I'm that one person who doesn't hold a grudge, despite how you did me bad.
Yeah.
You know, I might not forget, but somehow I have to let go for my own peace. Because if I'm gonna do something to prove a point to someone that they've been mocking me for this much, I'm not doing that from the best of my heart. I'm doing it to prove a point that, you know what, I can.
That's king.
Yeah, I can do
That's
it,
king.
but I need to have a reason why I'm doing it. So.
Fair.
Me dealing with them, it's basically doing what I love most.
Yeah.
Obviously, they will follow me. They will want to see what I'm up to, what I'm doing. You know, they will comment, they will react. So I had to put in the work, put my work out there, and then when they started seeing the work, they started to put respect on my name.
Yeah.
You know, so even today when I'm walking down the street, they'll be like, "Hey, man, what's up?"
So, man,
you see you doing good.
With all this credit, man, that you're getting, dog, from social media, the love, how do you like maintain your humbleness, G?
No,
like how do you keep it like so low? How man? Cause if I was you, dog, I don't know. It should have been like something else. It should have been
the grind.
It should have been Kanye West and the media. How do you keep it so low, bro? And you're not into media, but you are into media, dog.
How do I put this? I don't like the spotlight, but I'm already at the spotlight.
Facts.
You know, one thing that I learned to do, because I see myself, I'm in the way of becoming one of let me say I'm part of the celebrities.
You are, dog.
You are.
So the love that you're getting, that's what I'm saying, with all the credit. Because when you put up something, bro, it just blows. Everyone's like,
everybody sees it.
How do you maintain, bro?
So, as one person, I just have to keep on being the real me.
Okay.
When it's work, it's work. So whoever meets me on the road and decide to holler at me, it's peace, bro. I holla. Whoever has to take a picture with me, I do. You know. So I'm not that person who likes to make other people feel like they're not being noticed. You know, or I like to isolate myself because there's something different that I'm doing. You know, yeah, they might consider me as one of their idols, one of their inspirators and stuff like that, but it doesn't give me a right to shut them down whenever they want to talk. Like, a lot of people are inboxing me, bruh. Some of them, I don't know them. They're looking for advices. They're looking for mentorship on how to become a better models. Some of them even ask for classes. You know, I can't just shut them off because there's so much that I know that they don't. You know, so what I do attend local fashion shows. I do attend local workshops for the upcoming. So whenever I talk, whoever listens, whoever doesn't. So I don't want to be noticed as the guy who knows everything. You know, so I get in, I sit, I observe, I listen. You know, then whenever I feel like, okay, there's a need for me to highlight a few, I highlight a few and keep quiet. And a lot of people I've worked with recently, they've noticed that, you know what, Dynasty knows a lot. He just don't like talking. You feel me? Because I feel like if
they have to dig in.
Yeah, so I feel like even if we were to go on a workshop and when I get there, I'll be like talking. I'll be taking everyone's spotlight.
Yeah,
and then
sure.
who is learning? No one, because I'm telling them what's in there. So I'm basically spoon feeding them. You know, so they rather talk, and then when they're done talking, I'll highlight the most important parts. Because when we're learning, most of our learners, they focus too much on what's already in there. They don't get deep into aspects. So whenever I have to touch the most important aspects on how to deal with stuff, how to do this, how to do that. You feel me?
The exact information
so
that they are looking for.
Exactly. So I just get in straight to details. Well, they just know the basic. I tell them like the deeper in, you know. So that's what I do. So I have my way of handling the spotlight and stuff like that. The love, it's a lot. I appreciate it. The support, it's a lot, bruh. Like, compared to where I've started and now, it's a whole different thing.
From school, though.
From school, bruh. Yeah. It's a whole different thing. So I really appreciate that. Like, I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for all the support, like all the encouragement going, the learning, you know. Yeah. So I'm really much grateful, like, for everyone who's been on my radar since day one.
And you know, there is this one thing, bro. I don't know your real name. Since I've known you by day names. Since. Do you have, is this your real name or is this?
Well, my real name is Lucas.
It's Lucas.
Yeah, and my second name is Excellent.
Okay, so where does Dynasty fit in, bro?
Well, Dynasty, it's the legacy I built for myself, my G. You know, so if Dynasty, it's a legacy on its own. So I'm the legacy for my own future. So there's nothing that I have. So everything that I'm doing it to secure my bag. So the name behind Dynasty, it's all the work I've put in. It's the investment to me. You feel me?
So when did you say I'm gonna use Dynasty instead of Lucas or Excellent?
It started when I was in, I think, grade 10. The name has been there, but I haven't had a thought of using it because I was in the music industry. So in the music industry, somebody named me Alta Gold, you know. And then when I asked them, so they were like, "Bruh, you bright, you different." So the altar and the gold goes together with you. And I was like, I bet I'll use it. I only dropped one song on the name and a few features, and then I sat down and be like, bruh, with all the struggle you've been through, with all the hard work you're putting, that's the legacy for your own, man. So you gotta get something that will represent you, that will speak for you. So I'll be like, all right, this is what I have. So I'm gonna call myself Dynasty. And then since that day, I was Dynasty.
So you came up with the name on your own?
Nobody called me that. I came up with the name on my own.
Wow.
Because it represents my strength, you know, and all the efforts I've put in on my way. Even now.
So with all the temptations, how do you deal with the temptations? Because I know You're a
Temptations
modeler,
of-
though.
Well, the temptations of basically, let me just be specific. When you're a male model, you work a lot with female models,
Facts.
and most of the female models, they not in the industry for the good things.
Facts.
They just there for the spotlight.
Yeah.
Most of the women who are doing modeling, they don't really love that day. They're just there for the spotlight. I want people to see me. I want to take beautiful pictures. I want to be dressed and look nice and post on my social media. They're not really doing it for their career. It's not the career for them. It's a hobby.
Okay.
You feel me? So to me, it's a career. It's something that I'm making a living out of it. You feel me? So dealing with them, it's quite simple. You know, you just have to be your own person in the game. So whenever they come to you asking for something, you just hit straight to the business. Like for example, if one female wants to learn about modeling, you tell them about modeling. You feel me? So whenever you feel like they're going out on the road, you become strict. You stand your ground. That's how you deal with the temptation. So what I did to do the temptation is that I have a lady friend that I've known for some time now. So whenever I encounter some things like that, so I just refer them to her, and then they talk to her, and then I just get off all the drama they'll be giving to me. You feel me? So that's why lately I'm way too much focused on getting the gentlemen in the industry, because there is few of us. You feel me? So I'm focusing too much on teaching gents that modeling, it's not all about female. When you're doing modeling, you're not gay, bro.
Yeah.
They will talk. They will
Yeah.
talk.
Hey,
you
bro.
know?
Very huge.
You guys
Very
say,
huge
where's
there.
things are, man? Modelers.
Things we do, bro.
You're always comfortable on the clothes that they give you.
Sometimes you don't have to be comfortable. It has to be strictly business.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Like,
Hey, but you guys.
as me as I am today, I do wear makeup.
Yeah.
I do have a makeup bag. So they will call me today and say, bro, you have a photo shoot. I have to go home, take out my makeup bag, put it in, go.
Then they will just make up you.
When I get there, it's either I get a makeup artist or I make up myself. I get in, makeup, do my work, wash it off. It's business.
Hey.
You feel me?
Hey.
Business. You feel me? So same goes with what they're giving us at the fashion shows.
Yeah.
You really don't have to be comfortable, because remember, you are a brand on your own. So whatever they're giving you, you have to sell it.
Sometimes you don't even see what you are wearing.
Yeah, you don't have to even have to pay attention.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't fall off.
Yeah, that's dope. So
Yeah.
you don't have to be conscious,
You
because
don't have to be like, ask yourself questions, why am I wearing this? Because designers, they design according to how the market fluctuates. You know, so they design something that, yeah, they're going with the trends. Okay, so if I design this, if they see it on this gentleman, surely someone will like to buy it.
Whether it's semi-sexual, bias or
So
something.
that's what we do. So now what we do is that they focusing too much on the neutral colors. So whatever they do, it fits both genders, male and female. So it's unisex.
Unisex.
Yeah, you feel me? So yeah, we're being classified as gays behind closed doors, but that's not the real thing. We, at the end of the day, we're doing business. You feel me? It's business. It's something that make us live.
Okay. So when did you start the modeling?
I started doing modeling in 2009.
Same with music?
No, I started music before, but in music it's a whole different story.
Can you just tell me a history, like from music, modeling, and acting? Which one started and which followed?
Okay,
to the
music started way before. I was still in primary, grade 5, grade 6. So my role model, it's Akon. Even now, it's still him, you know, because he's putting in the work. So I listened to him so much. So I followed him so much, listened to his music. So I was one person who like imitate his singing and stuff like that. So I loved singing because of him. You know, I didn't know anything about rapping. I didn't know anything about like writing script and stuff like that. So I'll imitate him singing on his songs. I wouldn't even miss a drop. Like I knew all the albums. For me. That's how he inspired me. Yeah, that's how he inspired me for me. So things went on, and then I started to have the knowledge of writing lyrics. So I started writing lyrics off the beats. Without any beats, I would just write, and then throw it away, write, throw it away. And then I was introduced to the beats. Listen to the beat, I have to match the beat. I did it for the first time, it wasn't really good. I did it for the second time, for the third time, and then I was winning. You feel me? Started with the hooks, choruses, doing that, and then the next thing, I'm throwing bars.
Yeah.
I'm in love. Okay.
It's a bar.
Yeah, this is how it goes. I'm throwing in some bars. Okay, then the next thing I'm behind FL. Okay, combining the hi-hats, the bass lines. Okay, then the next thing I'm mixing and mastering. All right. Okay, the next thing I'm behind the couch listening to the guitar, throwing in some light. Brah, if you can do this and do this, it'll sound nice. And then the next thing it's me. Brah, the bass line, it's chowing a lot of the vocal. How about you do this and this and this? So that's how I became like the whole manufacturer of music, starting from singing, recording, mixing, beat making, producing, and all that. And then when I get to high school, I made a group. They were into music too. You know, I followed a little bit, but I didn't do much with them. And then that's when music kicked, modeling kicked. So when modeling kicked, I had a few workshops, attended a few workshops, started learning, and then I was like, okay, sharp. Modeling requires a lot of money. At the moment, I'm really broke, like, very, very broke.
You don't see the vision clear.
I don't see the vision clear, bruh. What am I gonna do? I'm broke. So I had to join like our local agencies that were open, you know, the local movement. So I joined the local movement, had my first photo shoot. Then on my first photo shoot, this other guy called Mystery, he was like, hey, yo, D. And I was like, hey, man, what's up? I was like, bro, you fine, man. Is this your first time? I was like, nah, man, it's not my first. This is my first time, actually. It's my first time being on camera. I've never been on flashes. I was like, bro, you're behaving like you've been here for quite a decade. I was like,
it's in the blood.
Probably it's in the blood. This is what it's meant for me. Then we had a second shoot, and then on my second shoot, he called me for a music video shoot. It was like, bro, there's a role I want you to play. There's a music video called, a song called Ngeke Sibone by Blessed, Mamelody West. Okay. So they asked me to play detective on the music video. So there was a storyline of these two guys stealing, robbing a bank. So I had to go behind them, looking for the money and arresting them. Okay. You know, so I had to play detective. So it was a good feeling and a good start, you know, to start. I started my portfolio on a good run, you know. So he kept me under his wing, and then we started working. So that's how I met a lot of people in the industry, like the likes of Pretty Stars, and others to follow on the line. You feel me? So others connected me with the others. Then so my portfolio grows. You
forgot about music now.
Not really. I wasn't forgetting about music. I was still doing beats, still recording. So I recorded and then I dropped an EP for 4 songs called Heart and Desire. It's still on Spotify. It's running, you know. So after that EP, I had to stop, to make a decision. Either I strain myself doing them both, or I focus on one thing, and then when it's finally settled, I can go back, pick up the where I left with the others. So I had to drop music but continue still doing the beats. If I'm planning to sell them, I sell them. If I'm planning to produce someone, it's fine, I'll produce someone. If someone wants a feature, I'm available. I'll take the feature and go through in the bars, but they shouldn't expect me to come perform. Yeah, you feel me? Okay. So I'll be just there for the business. You feel me? So that's how I kept on pushing my brand. You feel me? So one way or the other, I had to make one suffer, but meanwhile pushing everything that goes. You feel me? So that's how I maintain everything. So that's why today you see modeling is above everything that I used to do back in the days. You feel me? So whoever calls me right now, it's a photo shoot, music video shoot, casting, and all that. So it's only just a few who calls me for a feature, a music feature or something like that. But it's a good feeling, man. Like it's not like I lost or something. I actually gained more than I've expected. You feel me? Yeah.
So in this industry that you are in, or as a whole, music wise, did you have like one that gave you a hard challenge? Like when you try it, you will feel like, nah, this is not me. Can't it's just a season.
I wouldn't really say so, because with music I blended in. I didn't find any difficulties despite when I was studying. With modeling, it was difficult for me because of what people were saying about me. But the moment I started to see the different side of me, and then started to appreciate myself, because this is who I am. I didn't choose to be like this. This is my path. We're not all going to be the same. You feel me? So I started to relax and do what I can with my pace, despite of what people were saying. Because remember, I told you that growing up, people used to mock me, not because of I wasn't handsome or something like that, because of our color differences. You know, I'm dark, of course, and they brown or they white or something like that. So they had a problem with that. So according to their era, it felt like people with dark skin shouldn't live. You know, they make me feel that way. I don't deserve to live because I'm dark in skin tone. You feel me? And it was a way too different thing. They were just doing their thing. They were just kids being kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was just kids being kids. But growing up, that's when we started to see, okay, sharp, this is what kids do. And then as time goes by, it just flourish away, and then we move on, we come together, we move on, laugh about all the back days and stuff like that. You know? Yeah, so I had to forget about all that and then juggle in. So I wouldn't say I really had difficulties on following whatever that I loved, despite the Mandela part.
Yeah,
Mandela was in my pocket by that time, so that's the only problem that I had. Other than that, everything was Other than that, everything was just warm, and God really played His miracle upon me.
always.
So a lot of kids, when they get mocked on stuff like that, they usually give up on themselves. So what made you say, I'm not gonna give up on myself, I'm gonna continue pursuing what I want to do?
Well, I had my own destiny, bro. I had my own destiny, because giving up wasn't one of
Options.
I give up, who's gonna pay the bills for me? No one.
But when you were a kid, you didn't worry about the bills and stuff like that. I'm saying, usually when kids get mocked, it's either they fall into substance, they choose,
Well, I don't really like talking about this, but somewhere it is to come. Well, the reason that what made me not give up on whatever that I wanted to do is that growing up I didn't have that a life good support for me, like family wise and stuff like that. So I grew up to an environment whereby I didn't have I couldn't get everything that I need. When the other kids are getting like Adidas Superstar, my mom and dad were saving to buy me men's meal so that I can eat at night. When that kid is getting that t-shirt of Nike that brand new, they were saving to get me like at least a pair of shoes to go to school. You feel me? Yeah. So I grew up not just fun, guys. I'm not that person. Like I wasn't. My parents were not stable enough to sustain my childhood needs.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I couldn't get everything that I needed at that point. So I had to understand, and I had to grow. Like, okay, this is what's happening. Mom and dad, they can afford this. So whatever they give you, you have to take it and admire it. Somehow you understand when you grow up. So when you grow up, you will do your own thing. So that's why you have to double your hustle work as twice or 3 times as you can so that you can get whatever that you want without asking. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's one reason what made me not to give up, because when growing up I didn't get everything that I need. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I will ask for they'll buy him a phone and I'll be like, hey mom, I want a phone.
Yeah.
They'll be like, we don't have money for that. So I have to wait for some time. When I'm getting it, it's either it's a second hand or it's first hand, but not quality as his. You
Yeah.
feel me? For the fact that I wanted a phone, and I'll get mad because I didn't get the same as phone as him. You feel me? So I had to double my hustle. I had to focus and stay focused on whatever that I'm doing so that I can do things by myself. So I had to break the generation. You feel me? So whatever that I'm doing right now, I'm doing it like for my future, not to see the same thing that I did.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm basically breaking the cycle of poverty in my bloodline. So all that has to stop with me. So if I don't make it,
You've made it.
There's no way.
You've made it. You've made it. You've made it.
One way or the other, the cycle has to be broken.
Yeah,
For the future. Like if I don't break it, who else will?
no one.
So which means the struggle continues.
Yeah.
You know, my future will still come and ask for something, and then they won't get it. So they'll have to go through the same path that I did. Of which it's
Perhaps they
easy.
might give up though.
Exactly. We're not the same, you know.
Yeah.
So there is this one guy who I just want to hear your point of view on this statement that I will make. There's this one guy once said, you are born in this generation to change this generation, right? And then it happens that you are successful in making it out of that dark side of the generation that you were born in. And after then, this next generation, it comes and then it gets lazy to work because of now it has everything on its hand. And then it breaks that generation, and then the next one has to work hard for the next coming generation. So it's like we are trapped in cycles. So you know what he told me? He told me that that is the reason why people don't want to work hard. These nowadays they're making excuses. They're always lazy. Do you agree with that point?
Well, I agree with the statement. It's very true. Why? If you look at our generation focus, we're too lazy. We want to be spoon-fed. You know, we don't want to start something. We start something today. If by the end of the week I don't have 5 or 6 customers, it's a downfall. I give up. So we are not consistent. That's one other thing. Yeah, he's right. We're working to break the cycle, and then the next generation will come and get everything right here, and then they will utilize it because they didn't sweat for it. And then the next generation has to come. So that's where it comes, that it's not always whereby you have to give the next generation whatever they want in their hand. Yes, I have the money. I have a son. He's asking for an iPhone. He has to earn it. I can go buy it. You feel me? I can go buy it. I can go buy it. It's not like it's a problem. I do have the money. He wants the iPhone. I can go to our store and buy it. But am I giving it take just like that, or he has to earn it? He has to earn it.
He has to earn it.
Same applies like with when you take a child to school, like for a private school, the child needs to have like a trust fund. So there's a certain amount that you put in the trust fund, and then if he or she decides to blow it, and then pick up the call and say, "Daddy, I misused my trust fund money. Can you please at least top me up?" And then you pick up your phone and top up. That's where the problem comes. He or she will blow it again, and then knowing that they will just top it up when I pick up a call. So if you give them on the 1st of the month, and then before the 15th they blow it up, let them wait. Let them wait until the next top up comes. You feel me? So that's how we learn. You feel me? So that's how we learn. So, but if we keep on giving them what they're asking for them, that's where the problem comes. They're not gonna work. They're gonna be lazy. So the moment they become adults, they will just stay at home, just wait for something to come. You feel me? So he's not wrong. The statement is right. We're giving our generation. We're making our generations to live simple so that they can utilize everything that they didn't work for. You feel me? It's like when you work for something like very hard, when the moment you get that thing, you hold on to it, you cherish it.
Facts.
But the moment you pass it to someone else, they don't even care how it lasts because they don't know the sweat
Where
of
it
it.
comes from.
Yeah, they don't know the sweat of it, so they're just gonna utilize it, and then when it's done, it's done. They don't even care. But when it comes to you, you do care.
Oh, dog.
You feel me? It's like someone who doesn't buy grocery at home. They eat. They eat.
Yeah.
They cook.
Anything, anytime.
If they open the fridge and find paloni, they can make sandwiches 4 times a day. But you knowing that hey, paloni is expensive, cheese is expensive. You have to just to make 1 sandwich a day and then save another for another 2 days. You feel me? So you know the pain of waking up in the morning, go work that 5 hours or 7 hours, come back, get that money, go to spend it on the grocery, come put it in. You feel me? So you will have a way of utilizing, because on your next buy, you don't want to buy a lot of groceries because you still need to save up some money for yourself. You feel me? So you make 1 sandwich a day or 2 sandwiches in a week. You are fine. You know that the other week you still have some. When month end comes, you still have a good portion of sandwich material, so they can still push you for another like 15 days of the second month. So that's where you'll be able to buy another material for the sandwiches. So you can buy like a set of sandwich maker, and then it will last you for like 1.5 months. It's you sorted. That's your plan. But if it's someone who is not working, they just open, utilize, chow. As long as their stomach is full, and then they wouldn't mind to go back and use it again because it's not their sweat. They're not feeling the pain as much as you do. You feel me? And then when it's done, they'll be coming to you and say, "Your focus, we ran out of this." You feel me? And then when you started mocking, they'll be like, "Nah, he's complaining, whatever, because we're not working, whatever, and stuff like that."
That's why you put them on the text to end it.
Thank you.
That's a good test,
You
man.
feel me?
Because when you earn some, bruh, your uncle one time when you ask for money will say, "Go and wash the car." And when you wash the car, you're no longer thinking of buying that thing. You were thinking to buy. Now your mind gets settled as you're washing.
If I get this money, I can put it and I'll buy that 5 rand airtime. I need data. I'll save up the rest, and then the next time you ask me to wash the car,
I don't need buy data again. But if I just give you, you'll just buy anything that you just like, and that's like a leadership skill, bruh. A leadership skill. If you are spoon feeding people things, they won't value them as much as you do. And if you just give out information to people, it will just stay or useless to them unless they earn it, unless they go look for it. And another thing that I understand about us, people of this generation, we don't just like begging. I understand.
Our ego doesn't allow to do that. We're actually too proud to ask for help.
That's why we fall. Because remember, people of the olden days had mentors. They had to wake up, go knock on the door. Remember the artists who used to just put CDs so that the artists in the house can listen to the music, so that so that they would do that thing like every day, bro, so that you can get noticed. Sometime if I meet you on the way, I won't meet you on the way and say, "Dynasty, please listen to my music," and if you just trash it, I come on Twitter and sweat you. I will want you to notice me. Please listen to this. Maybe it might, and that thing to the person who's not noticing you will end up noticing you because that thing plays in their mind. There's this kid, man. And then sometimes it's because of space and time. If you're always like pushing some things and I'm not in a good space of time, and you keep your composure and you keep like your energy like it's still, I might consider you in the next run when I'm free. Because there's this boy who's been knocking, dog. Let me just give him a chance, you understand? But us, bro, once you just trash a screenshot, Dynasty don't want to work with me, doesn't respect local artists, they respect you.
We've been supporting him through the way, now he doesn't even see us and stuff.
They don't know that you are busy, they don't know that you have your own personal life, and this media life thing. You understand? Obviously, that's breaking us. A lot of people, they don't have that sense of a character, know that character to fight for their own things.
Yeah, well, that's when the problem comes, you know, spoon feeding everybody who's on the radar.
Yeah,
it becomes a real problem because you spoon feed them, they don't respect.
So do you have like people that you are mentoring,
well,
or an agency or anything?
At the moment, I don't have any, but there are a few models that I'm talking to whenever they need advices.
Yeah,
they come to me. Whenever they have something they need to clarify either it's valid or not.
Yeah,
they come. I'm the first person they think of whenever they have like some, maybe like a magazine feature or something that has to do with the media. They come to me and ask, what's this, or what should I do, what's what. When they're having like some photo shoots, clarity about the contents, they come to me, you know. So I'm not really having like people that I'm into, but I have people who are looking up to me for some advices.
Damn good.
Yeah.
You know why I'm asking that? It's good to be a mentor to someone, because that thing sharpens your skills. Sometimes if you have someone that you're mentoring and you're having a bad day, and they want your attention, it always like speak to you as that kind of a person to them. It's like, why are you sleeping, dog? Why are you sleeping on yourself for this time? Because there is this person who's looking up to you. You understand? As a mentor, you understand? So you have somehow, I just think, it's just my 2 cents. You have somehow as an idol to have people that you mentor, because they look up to you and you look up to them, not down to them, because you know what's gonna come out of that thing that they are building. When you started building your character, you knew where you started and how, and so they are becoming the best version of you out of them, and they're becoming the best version of themselves, you know, by looking up to you. So when you're having 1 or 2 of people, I have someone that I mentor. Every time when we speak, I can hear myself speaking from that person. When I'm feeling like some type of way, I can, you know, stress freely express myself to them, to say, hey bro, I'm going through this and this. And then they will just tell me exactly what I used to tell them. You understand? So that thing, it comes out as you understand? So someone has to wake you up. Someone always has to remind you, hey, Dynasty, bro, remember where you come from. Remember, I'm looking up to you, bro. You don't have to let me down. You understand? And then somehow that thing gets sharpened. If someone asks you a question and you go do your research, you already have a knowledge. You understand? Right. So by you giving back, it doesn't mean that there's something that's been taken. I understand from you, from whatever that you are. It just says to you that you are improving, you are growing as a person. But when someone stops looking up to you, it says a lot. You understand?
No, for you, man.
Yeah. So since we were speaking about our mentors and stuff, so who do you look up to, apart from Akon?
Well, at the moment I'm not looking up to anyone. It's just me and myself, you know. But I have like a few older people I've met in the past few months that when I need some advice, I can just pick up my phone, call them. You feel me? Yeah. So, but it's not like an everyday thing and going thing. I only just pick up the phone whenever I'm desperate, I'm stranded, I don't know what to do. You know, I'm between the rock and a hard place. So I just need an advice. So I just pick up my phone and say, yo, bro, this is what's happening. As an older person, what do you think I should do? You know, and then I listen.
So when it comes to fashion shows and stuff like that, which fashion show would you want to perform at, or just be there, part of it?
Well, now it's just that it has passed me, and I still feel like my height doesn't allow me, because I'm just like 2 inches 2 inches off to be there. Because last time I checked, they wanted like the guys who are tall with 1.8 centimeter. So I'm 1.77. So just a few inches. So I want to try a South African Fashion Week. So like me being in the South African Fashion Week, it gives me like a high chance of expanding to the bigger fashion shows. You feel me? Because last time I was at Four Ways for a Cody fashion show. Like a lot of people come.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people come. Like people with bigger names. You know, you will not even recognize them. They just live a normal life. But
Is it the one that is hosted by David Tlale?
No, it's not that one. So this one is hosted by this other lady called Cody. So it's a walking elegance fashion show.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it's a big. It's going in Cape Town in December. Yeah, it's going in Cape Town in December. So being in part of it made me like reach out to other people, get to know people, get deeper in the industry, meet photographers, meet designers, get to talk, work hand in hand, have arrangements and stuff like that. But so the one fashion show that I would like to be at, it's the South African Fashion Week.
Yeah.
If I can be part of it, like it gives me like a high value of chances to make it to any fashion show I want. Because being there, like you showcase for a lot of brands, bro, like Mr. Price, Foschini, even
TFGs.
TFGs, even companies from abroad, like France, London, New York, they come. Even scouters, they come. So me being there, doing my thing, being on stage, open doors for me, because I wouldn't know, someone might be watching. You feel me?
Always.
And then the next thing, it's me on backstage, someone is approaching me. Hey, yo, bro, here's my business card. Give me a call. That's how it goes, man.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how it goes. You don't just grow you on your own. You have to do something for somebody to notice you to get where you want to be.
Damn good.
You feel me?
I feel you.
Yeah,
I
so
feel you.
at now, it's South African Fashion Week. That's it.
There's one person who always say that do it 100 times.
Yeah, man. You can't fail once and give up.
You can't.
Do it 100 times, and one person will notice you one day.
That's true.
So any encouragement, motivation, word of the day, something you might want people to take?
Word of the day.
Yeah.
Guys, word of the day. Word of the day is not to give up on yourself, bro.
Damn good.
Despite on how hard things are, no matter how hard, how many times you tried, you still have that one chance one day to go. Because remember, for every day you wake up, it's a blessing. So use that day wise to try on something that you failed yesterday. So you can try it 1,000 times. When you try it the next day, it's going to be different. So don't give up on yourself. That's my word of the day.
Yeah.
And so it goes.
Buddha?
Word of the day.
No.
I just keep on pushing, guy. Yeah. You're the best in your industry. If you keep that in mind, you can achieve anything. Yeah.
I receive.
Man, thank you for your time, man. We've come to an end of the show, and you didn't even touch your biscuits.
There's something that we call backstage.
So yeah, guys, now you know what it is. It's your boy Focus King. I'm right here with Stabulation. This is Buddha Squared. And again, we do have our background wall. Again, we do have Dynasty here. Please look out to him. Look up to him. The modelers, next fashion, what modelers. Please look up to him. Follow his page. It's Dynasty Lucas on Facebook. Do you have Instagram?
Yeah, on Instagram it's at IamDynasty_melanin. Like IAM Dynasty_melanin. Yeah. Even on TikTok it's the same thing.
So yeah, just make sure that you follow him. We will put his details right after this episode. Thank you for watching. We love you. On the next episode, shut up.